It's crazy to say OG Fortnite players, but it's actually true. Fortnite is a game that has changed countless times, and it's likely going to keep doing that forever. But if you've been playing the game since the very beginning, there's certain things you're probably never going to see again. Welcome to Chaos Gaming. Today we're going to take a trip down memory lane. We're going to check out things that only OG Fortnite players will remember. Do me a favor, turn on those notifications, follow the page, and share this with somebody that you played Fortnite with before Season 5, the original Season 5. Drop a like, and here we go. The OG hand cannon. Let's start things off with a gun that a ton of people love, but its original form was rather short-lived. The hand cannon was an epic and legendary handgun that used sniper ammo, but it packed a massive punch. It would deal 150 damage to the head, and it was also capable of breaking wooden builds with a single shot. This is what really gave it its power, because if you had the hand cannon in your pocket, you could just break down people's builds immediately and turn the fight in your favor. Eventually, Epic saw how powerful it was, and they decided to nerf it. Well, they nerfed its structural damage, which kind of defeated the purpose of picking the thing up anymore, but it was fun to use as a precision weapon. At that point, though, I mean, you would just use a sniper. The next one is the OG Jetpack. Things that were too good, right? How about the original OG Jetpack? Introduced in Season 4 as a way to shake things up, it would take up a spot in your inventory in return for letting you fly around. Now, the original version was way too good, and it completely dominated build fights because you could build as high as you wanted now that fall damage was a non-issue. The jetpack has had many forms in Fortnite history, but the OG version from Season 4 was crazy, and it didn't last long before Epic nerfed it a couple times, and then they just decided to vault it. Next up is no first shot accuracy. Now, first shot accuracy is something that has been in Fortnite since April of 2018. However, up until this point, the shooting was entirely bloom-based. A lot of people forgot just how different the shooting was in this game before first shot accuracy was introduced. Now, I know the guns were all bloom-based, but the bloom was also a lot tighter on everything. Once first shot accuracy was introduced, Epic also made the bloom a lot bigger on pretty much every single gun to compensate for the higher early accuracy. Now, a lot of people loved it. They thought it made the game more aim-dependent. A lot of people hated it, and willing to bet only a very small percentage of the current Fortnite community actually experienced the game before this accuracy change was made. Next up, no skill-based matchmaking. Now, this is the talk of gaming right now. It really is. It feels like nobody likes it, but every major multiplayer game is using it, and they're going to keep using it because somewhere there is a pie chart or something that makes them more money. But you guys remember when Fortnite was no skill-based matchmaking? Back when you could click the play button to be in a lobby in less than 5 seconds. Then, after you died and went back to the lobby, you would be in a new game in less than 20 seconds. Fortnite's matchmaking used to be so fast because of the lack of skill-based matchmaking, and the gameplay was more exciting. You never knew who you were going to go up against, and since you weren't always having to play scrims with people, you could experiment with wacky guns and weird strats. Now, stuff like this just isn't possible in Fortnite anymore, and it's honestly kind of a shame to see. Now let's get into some rocket spam. For a long, long time now, you've only been able to carry 11 rockets in your back pocket, but in the first couple seasons of the game, you could carry 30. And you can imagine what kind of spam this enabled. People would run RPGs and just blast you with rocket after rocket. I did this myself. Or maybe they were a douchebag and they would run double grenade launchers. I did that too. So they could launch 12 rockets at you before reloading and then do it all over again. The rocket spam in early Fortnite was crazy, and it always makes me laugh when I see current Fortnite players complain about explosives. You really don't know how good you have it. At number 5, circle, strafe, shotgun fights. Now, back in the early days of Fortnite, nobody really knew how to use the building during a fight. To most people, the building was just for making little towers and bases while you waited out the storm. This meant when you came face-to-face with another player, you were most likely going to find yourself in this big dramatic circle strafing shotgun battle. You would both rotate around each other while jumping, trying to land a shot on the other player. Neither one of you even tried to build a wall or a ramp. And looking at Season 0 combat compared to 2021, it's a trip. It's crazy to see how much the game has changed, and while a lot of people love the current build-heavy combat system, I know I'm not alone when I say I miss the simplicity of early Fortnite combat. This next one I miss a lot. Lazy Lynx. Perhaps the most underrated, underappreciated spot in Fortnite history. It was introduced in Season 5, and then removed in Season 8, never to return. It was this huge golf resort complete with a pool, tennis court, equipment shop, main lobby building, and more. The loot was good. Why, it wasn't always a hot spot, but there was a ton of people who would land there. Compared to other named locations on the map, it was unique. The combat here was a lot more open. It was more about natural cover and knowing your way around the place as opposed to just running at people head on. Lazy Lynx was an awesome spot, and it sucks that it had such a short run. It was my favorite place to land. So many current Fortnite players didn't even know it existed. They never got a chance. Next up, the OG double pump. You knew it was going to be here. Yep. Now everybody knows about it. Not as many people experienced it. It was an exploit possible from the game's launch up until Season 4. In the original builds of Fortnite, there was very little delay when you swapped from gun to gun, and if you fired a shotty and swapped off of it, you would bypass the pumping animation. Once this was discovered, it didn't take long for people to figure out they could just carry 2 pump shotguns and swap between them every single time they pulled the trigger. They would cancel the pump animation and allow the user rapid-fire shotties. Now, the double pump dominated Fortnite for 4 seasons when the swap speeds were nerfed, but even then, people still ran double shotguns for the great DPS. The double pump officially died at the start of Season 5, when the shotguns were nerfed into the ground and the SMG spam meta officially began. Now, I still see people begging Epic to bring the double pump back just for a little while, but trust me, they're never going to do it. At number 2, the original Tilted Towers. It's another one that a lot of people will remember, but not nearly as many people experienced it, which is kind of crazy. Tilted Towers was introduced to Fortnite Season 2. Quickly became the ultimate fight club. In fact, I would even say Tilted was the single hottest landing spot in any Battle Royale game ever. Tons of loot, super hectic, guaranteed engagements. If you were looking to get into fights quickly or work on your aim, here it was. Now, throughout the first few seasons of Fortnite, it went through a few changes, but they were mostly subtle. Things like building layouts and stuff like that, construction equipment. But unfortunately, Tilted Towers died in May of 2019. First, Tilted was destroyed as part of the Unvaulting event. Then, it was rebuilt as the terrible Neo Tilted. Then, it was remade into Tilted Town. And then the map changed, and then it was gone forever. Tilted Towers was a great run, and I know I'm not the only one that has tons of memories about it. And at number 1 today, the map before Tilted. A lot of people seem to forget that Tilted Towers was not on the map for the first few months of the game. The original Fortnite map had 13 named locations, and Tilted was not one of them. That region of the map was hills, trees, and a couple roads. It wasn't until a few months after release that Epic realized the whole western region of the map was dead, and they needed to do something. So with the start of Season 2, Tilted was added, the game changed forever. Super hot landing spot, people were getting into fights, and the game became a lot more fast-paced. This led to more and more streamers and YouTubers joining in, and well, it changed Fortnite forever. I would say OG Tilted changed Fortnite forever. And there you have it. Those are things that only OG Fortnite players will remember. Give me one fond memory about the original Fortnite in the comments. I'll see you guys soon.